she's doing the Ciara thing. Let me give y'all a game about life, people. A woman gonna wait till she have a kid and is on the next half of her life before she give a nigga like Russell Wilson a chance. When a chick start getting bad in high school, she fucks all the drug dealers, get trains ran on her by the football team. She wants to be with the lit niggas. In her early 20s, she's only fucking the niggas who she sees with the shit. She still like drug dealers, she like scammers, all of that.
What are the type of guys you prefer?
A scammer, a drug dealer, or a regular 9-to-5 guy?
Drug dealer. I want him to move that weight.
Scammer, 9-to-5 drug dealer.
Wow, that was quick. Oh, you had this planned out.
I tell the world I prefer 9-to-5, but I really want a scammer in my heart. No funny shit.
I need a drug dealer and then a scammer, then fuck the 9-to-5.
I want the scammer first, then the drug dealer, then the 9-to-5.
Drug dealer.
Then what?
Scam.
Then what?
9-to-5.
That's the only thing left. All right.
The scammer and a drug dealer, then 9-to-5.
Mine is drug dealer. When I say drug dealer, I don't mean like petty drugs. I mean real drugs.
It ain't until she turned 30-something she started thinking, well, all of them fucked me over. Let me try a good guy. The good guy always gets the scraps. You think Ciara would have wanted a fucking Russell Wilson when she was on her future way? Fuck no. She probably told her girls like, yeah, I would have given him the pussy, but that nigga's corny. Unfortunately, these girls gotta get hurt for them to want a corny nigga, my nigga. When you get the has been used and abused by them other niggas. You know what Laura Harvey just realized? Nigga, I ain't done yet. I'm 25. I got a couple more. Right guy, wrong time. You know what she realized? I'm in peak condition. She just said she did some weird ass diet. She down a bunch of pounds. She's still looking amazing. She's like, this is trying to wife me, but I ain't gonna lie. I still think I got another 4 in me. I got 4 more years. She want to give that pussy away to a rapper, a drug dealer, a ball player. That's the thing. You can't listen to women, bro. The nigga who they tell you they want, bro, ain't really the nigga they going for, bro. The nigga these bitches tell y'all they want, they don't go for until they've been beaten down. How many single mothers y'all know that talk about, I don't date street niggas no more. I only want a good guy. You damn right, bitch. Street niggas don't want you neither. They fucking the new hot you.
DJ Academics is absolutely right. Michael B. Jordan is 6 feet tall. He's fit. He's well-spoken. He's well-accomplished. Everything a black woman says that they would want in a black man. I mean, the guy is a part of the Marvel universe, and when he asked Lori Harvey to marry him, she said no because she wasn't done having fun yet. Lori Harvey, all before the age of 25, got engaged to an international soccer player, said, he ain't good enough, so she dropped the engagement, dated Future, dated P. Diddy, dated P. Diddy's son. I mean, do you want a pinata? How much more fun do you need? After Michael B. Jordan's proposal got rejected, naturally, he broke up with Lori Harvey, and women were outraged. And I'm not going to say if he's right or wrong, but for me personally, if I apply for a job and my application gets rejected, I'm not going to show up to the office on Monday. This is just another example of one of the major problems in the African-American community. Let's just be completely honest. Michael B. Jordan probably did plays in high school, and I don't know very many African-American women that are fighting over men that aspire to be in theater. In the black community, you can sell drugs and still get some coochie. You can even shoot somebody and still get some coochie. But God forbid you decide to script a play, you don't stand a chance, of course, unless you're a millionaire. Women in our community don't want to deal with men who are quote-unquote lames until they have all their fun, got pregnant, or those men reach a certain status. Jordan Peele, Michael B. Jordan, Will Smith, Drake, even Russell Wilson. These are all guys that were considered lames in our community until they reached a certain status. Then it was acceptable to date them. Now, in Lori Harvey's defense, I have to say I kind of agree with her decision. Not because I think it's the right life decision. I think in 20 years she's going to look back and she's going to have a lot of regrets. But I do think it's the best decision for her and Michael B. Jordan. Because if she just wants to have fun, she doesn't need to be in a marriage. Now, you can make the argument that that she wasted his time, and to a certain extent, I would agree, but she's always been completely honest about who she is. And Michael B. Jordan knew before he started dating her who she was, and people told him who she was. Basically, he tried to turn a you-know-what into a housewife, and this is the result of it. At the end of the day, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan are both multi-millionaires, so I'm sure they'll be fine. The biggest problem about all of this is that multi-millionaire women like Lori Harvey and Ciara are inspiring an entire generation of women to make bad decisions that they just can't afford.
That sounds like
Yes, just let the restraining order go.
Nah,
oh hell yeah,
that's OG.
100%. No, just
guys
let
out
it
here
go.
getting restraining orders on Twitter.
Yo,
we
you
don't-
seen what
it's
happened
wild
to Johnny
out
Depp?
here.
It's wild out
You
here.
think because we don't make songs about it don't happen? Like 100%. Yeah. 3 years.
So
6
how does
years.
that work? You go to the precinct, you tell the cops like, guys, please, this is something.
Well, right.
I've been dating this crazy thing for years. I'm over
after
her
they stop
crazy
laughing,
shit.
they file the paperwork.
Like, I'm over
and
this
it's-
crazy shit. I've been
it's-
dealing with it for years.
It's that kind of like shame and insult to it that makes dudes not want to do anything.
Right.
And now you just got to deal with this crazy chick who is hell bent on burning your life down. And if you can't go to the cops to do it, and that is number one the problem. Did I ever tell you how men exist under the assumption of guilt and women exist under the assumption of innocence?
Absolutely. Oh, you don't have to tell me. I
What
live it.
did you do?
I live
You're
it.
not trying to answer the question.
Because I've never met a chick.
You
Went
have.
crazy
No,
for
I
no reason.
haven't.
It's always
have.
funny. They don't ever know
You
a girl that
didn't
does
do
this.
anything.
She's not going to tell
didn't
you.
do nothing. You
That
did
justifies her burning
you
my
was
life
You
down?
were the perfect gentleman.
I shouldn't
Never
have to be
cheated,
perfect in
didn't
order not
fuck
to be
her over,
harmed.
You didn't break her heart. You didn't make her promises. That wasn't kept.
Why is my bar perfection in order not to have my life
I'm not
taken
saying
apart?
that it's perfection, but
You
I'm
did say
saying,
it's perfection.
No, I said
you
what
said you were
did
the
you
perfect
do?
boyfriend.
Yeah, you were a perfect gentleman. You
I
never
don't
did
have to
anything.
be. I shouldn't have to be
But if
perfect
you
in
do
order not to
something
be
wrong,
fucked
that
up.
could warrant certain behavior.
No.
Look, I'm sorry. If I break up with a woman for whatever reason and she starts keying my car, she starts hitting me, she starts throwing bricks through the window, I'm calling the authorities. Officer, come get this woman. Because if I'm being stalked or abused and I can't file a restraining order, there's only one other way to solve the problem. And I'm not going to do that or recommend that because as a man, you're always going to be seen as the aggressor. And if I'm just being completely honest, and this is anecdotal by the way, I've witnessed more women be violent towards men than I've ever have men be violent towards women. And even on national television, when men are being abused, they're pretty much told to just suck it up.
And punched, kicked in the face, had a chair that was swung at him from across the room, bloody nose and scratches on his face, neck, and chest. I don't care what she does. If she starts punching you, then you turn around and walk away. If she starts following you, then you walk faster. If she starts chasing you, then you outrun her. If you have to, you get behind the door.
That's the advice that men get on national television from quote-unquote experts when dealing with violent women. I wonder what would happen if we gave women that same advice. When you got stuff to lose, you can't be playing stupid games with people that ain't got nothing to lose. Call the authorities. Officer, we have a criminal afoot. Lock her, seize her.
So you're telling me while gas is going up to literally about to be $5 a gallon, people's rents have increased 2-3 times the amount. There's people still can't get baby formula. We're in a food shortage, climate change, all that shit. And you expect me to have my shit together? And I don't know if y'all saw, but the Federal Reserve, the people that make the money in the United States, yeah, they're talking about we need to lower wages because the workers have too much power. What power do we have? We're fucked, y'all. I'm really scared. If you want me to keep it real, I'm scared.
She's absolutely right. When you build a society based on consumerism, people only realize that society is failing when they can't afford to buy stuff to fill the void. And with this next recession coming, a lot of people won't be able to afford to buy stuff to fill that void. At least in previous recessions, we had family to lean back on, but now with more people being alienated than ever before, if you don't have any friends, family, skills, or hobbies, it's going to be a tough time. I think during this next recession, a lot of Americans are going to be forced forced to realize the damage that we've caused to our society over the last 70 years. There's a growing minority of women that don't want to have kids anymore, and I know that sounds regular because we've been talking about it for the past 25 years, but if there's one purpose for every species on the planet, it would be to reproduce and make more of your species. The female of our species does not want to do that. We're facing population collapse, and women are just going, I'd rather have a margarita. Not only that, but majority of women are pushing for other women to have the right to end their own offspring. And I'm not even talking about politics here. I'm not saying should women have the right to do so or not. I'm talking about naturally speaking. Think about how weird it is that the female of a species wants to get rid of her own potential kids. If we went back 150 years and told them that people were getting rid of their own offspring, they would go, what? So basically, this is our current situation in a nutshell. Women don't want to have kids anymore. They'd rather sip margaritas than sit on the beach. Daughters are getting pimped out by Tinder, OnlyFans, and Instagram. Her and mom are competing for the same male validation. Men are physically and hormonally weaker than ever before. Modern men have the lowest levels of testosterone than any men that came before us. Sons are depressed, overweight, and addicted to porn, probably with a small sense of self-hatred because every time they go to school, feminism tells them that they're the source of all the problems. And that's best case scenario. God forbid they get put on some opioid because they can't sit still for 8 hours a day. Kids are being given anti-anxiety tools like fidget spinners for toys. Teachers care more about gender pronouns than math. Water's polluted, air's polluted, food's polluted. The best drugs used to be uppers because people enjoyed life and wanted more of it. Now they're all downers because people just kind of want to turn it off. Our financial system seems to be crashing. People can't afford health care, and you damn near got to take out a loan just to get a full tank of gas. Our last president was a reality TV star, and our current president seems to be mentally ill. So not only do we have mentally ill people living on the streets and shanking people, but we also have mentally ill people running the country. And while all of this has been happening, Americans have been sedated on food, drugs, and alcohol just enough to not notice. What I'm basically trying to say is the 70-year party is over, and when the dust settles, we're going to realize just how much cleaning up we have to do. A lot of women are going to start to realize that feminism can only exist in times of peace and comfort, and if you're a strong, independent woman making $41,000 a year, you're going to have a tough time. Till next time.